Shalom. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Harkadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, blessing, and salutation to the sincere Akim, sincere elect, pushing his word about the four corners of the earth, doing his thing, true sincerity, laying their life in the line, staying faithful in these days, times that we're living in. Now, I pretty much said I was going to do some more videos on this movie. On YouTube, but sitting here thinking about it, it's not necessarily accurate according to the scriptures, meaning the events that are going on here, uh, the events in this movie, such as the aftermath of the nuclear fallout when the ICBM missiles are fully shot off. There being no fallout, so to speak. There being no nuclear fallout and things of that nature. So I only found a couple more clips I wanted to do through the spirit. Go willing is edifying because you want to try to stick to more things that are relatable to the to the scriptures. I don't want to go off nor uh, lead any brother to go off, if that makes sense. And a couple of these clips kind of remind me of the time that we're living in now, as far as coronavirus, the COVID-19, uh, and the austere measures and things that are going on in everybody's day-to-day lives. And even if this isn't the real event to kick off Jacob's Trouble or martial law, it's a beta test how things could actually end up in the near future, because we're seeing the Heavenly Father and the Son Yahweh Shem Yahshai's program, their plan, are playing out right before our eyes, and throughout the Yahweh Shem Yahshai for that. All right, and I'm gonna get into it and bring some scriptures up.
Come on, Danny, I want you to eat.
I'm not hungry.
Denise, eat this, otherwise it'll go bad. Jolene.
Oh. Battery went dead.
We can see that, Jolene. Where are the matches?
I got 'em.
What is it? Day or night?
Day, I think.
And right now, here as it being April 2nd, 2020, right now implemented basically nationwide is self-quarantine, or supposedly 2 weeks you're supposed to self-quarantine, and what they quoted shelter shelter in space, or shelter in place rather, meaning stay in your house, stay in your home, your apartment, unless you have to really go out and get supplies or things that you need. You can exercise, you can go to work, but as far as any extracurricular activities, stay in. And it's funny because I was watching uh, the elder Yashawamba basically saying, what I was thinking, that people are actually faced with themselves, introspecting, looking in the mirror, looking at those around them. actually getting a good glimpse of reality, and it bugs them out to actually live in reality. And you know, I'm gonna get a scripture real quick, because not only is Esau's being affected, which the water Esau's being affected, you know, but our people, Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, are being affected as well. You know, in this folly-filled world. Now, this is Amos chapter 5 and 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. And pretty much, not physically, so to speak, but spiritually, this place is dark. The vibration is a dark vibration, meaning there's no mirth going around. There's no distractions going around. And so how much more when society really starts to break down? It's going to get ugly. Because if you read on, it's going into basically how when things are starting to kick off, how you're going to be in a pitiful case, getting eaten by animals, you know, and things of that nature. It also says that he hates and he despises your feast days. But I'm going to get back into it. So this old fella, he's stuck in his bunker, his basement or his cellar, with his Edomite son, his Edomite daughter, and his Edomite wife. All right, I'm gonna get Isaiah 13, I'm gonna get Isaiah 13, and I'm gonna basically read the chapter, because that's the times we're living in, you know, and and a lot of people feel claustrophobic when they, not only claustrophobic, everything around them it's like she said, it's all over. And that's what you're going to hear from these women, these so-called women who portray themselves to be women, but have lived their life as whores and sluts and prostitutes and degenerates. They're going to completely lose it. They're going to lose their shit. You see, she said that she should have just got pregnant. But right now, for these females, they're encouraged to display their whore altar, or their Jezebel altar, and you know, that just means be sexually liberated, have sex with any man, because we know that's a spiritual act within itself. Not only that, experiment with spiritual wickedness, different ideologies, different doctrines, which are all detriments to them, and it's going to be to their downfall, you know. No, no, that was that dead dog. Because really, the preference is uh, uh, the premise of this whole movie, whatever. I didn't really set it up, but it's after the nuclear missiles. So the nuclear missiles went off. If you were in shelter, you were safe. But now they have to deal with radiation. That's where you get all this white substance, which is the ash, the radiation, if you will. But anybody got caught out there, their ass was grass. They got evaporated by the nuclear missiles. But that's, like I said, this part isn't scriptural, but I did want to bring out the scriptures about it. And I just missed out the whole chapter. You know, again, like I said, this isn't scriptural. The whole aftermath of the nuclear missiles are going to be shot off, of course. You know, but anybody surviving after that, no way, Jose. You see that dead dog, you know, they dog died. It's Isaiah 13:1. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice of them, shake the hand at that they may go into the gates of the nobles. And that's what the men of the Lord are doing. That's what the elect are doing. We're out there on the highways and the byways and condemning America and condemning the other empires of the world are ruled by Edomites and ruling in wickedness. Verse 3: I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty one. Call my mighty one for my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. It says the noise of the multitude in the mountains, like as a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms and nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts musters the host of the battle. So the Lord is in control of this World War III, which is going to be Armageddon. It's going to be hosted, if you will, or taking place in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, which is called now the Middle East. It says they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. So that's what the missiles are going to do. Destroy the lands. You know, that's the whole mission. That's the whole plan to them. That's the only thing. Missiles are the only thing that can do it, actually. And it says, how ye, for that day of the Lord is at hand, it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall weep, shall melt. So everyone who thinks they're tough, every man who thinks he's alpha, every woman who thinks she's an alpha female, you know, all the rich, all the poor, everybody whose ego and pride are at a heightened level, even in this times, they shall melt. It says, and they shall be afraid, pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain, as a woman that travaileth shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Now they are pains and sorrows going to come because the whole time they believed in democracy, they believed in America, they believed that this place they should continue in with all this oppression and injustice, and it's all over. That's going to be a sorrowful feeling, and that their judgment is going to come for you unbelievers, you undesirables. But the men of the Lord are going to be. We're going to be we're going to be going through our battles within ourselves. For this time, for this battle, you know, leading to the kingdom. But we're going to be better off than you people because we've been bracing for this. But you even seeing it now with the whole COVID-19 going on. They're so afraid. They're walking around with masks and gloves, and they're depressed. They're in the house. They can't do anything. Can't go outside. Okay, domestic violence is increasing. Suicide is increasing. Anxiety is increasing. A level of uncertainty is increasing. So that's a sorrowful feeling. How much more the day of the Lord? You know, it says, "Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners there out of it." Now let me play a little bit of this. I'm still get the point. finish off in a little bit of this chapter. It says, verse 10, for the stars of heaven and the constellations there shall not give their light, the sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine, and I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. And the hell is gonna come for the wicked. Hell is gonna come for the evil. Chiefly you Edomites, chiefly, and then you heathens, and then our people. For your whole wickedness and your evil that you love so much, you can't go to work. And who wants to go to work? Motherfuckers is crying because they can't go to work. Can't go to work. So your whole life was a lie. Now you want to go back to it. That's wicked. This whole world is wicked, and it creates pride. So what other choice is it? Like the scriptures say, you have to know about death by pain, and that's real talk. Verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. And that's right. That's a future prophecy. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in that day of his fierce anger, because the Lord is pissed and he's angry. He's not even pissed, he's furious with anger, man. All right, with this whole world and anybody who's joined into it, it's gonna be a bad time. Like the scriptures say, never like once before seen. Worse than 70 AD, worse than the transatlantic slave trade. Terrible. And the only thing who can shake the earth is the nuclear missiles. And it shall be as a chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up, they shall every man turn to his own people and flee one into his own land. Now, when the nuclear missiles come down, you're not going to be come down. You're not going to be able to get a plane, get a ticket, and fly out, because it's going to be too late. But there is going to be people turning to each other. Edomites, every nation every nation gonna basically gang up and be with each other for survival purposes. But even into that, there's going to be beef. There's going to be beef deaths and betrayal even between that. There's going to be every man for themselves, man. And you Edomites, the niggas you hate so much, they're gonna come up in your house because they're gonna be forced to for food, and that's when it's gonna get cracking. And then after that, something's gonna happen, whether it be the UN troops and military kill you off. Then that's gonna be that, and all those food you're storing up from Costco's, all that weapons and things of that nature, you're not going to have it because it's going to be into somebody else's hands, because that's how the Lord's going to play it out, man. All right, so you're storing up storing up and stockpiling, okay, for nothing. Verse 15, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. That's talking about everybody who is basically is in agreement with this world, and it's against Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You're gonna be thrust through, man. Thus saith the Lord. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. So, hey, if you got an Edomite man, he with his woman, his wife, his daughter, okay, they're going to be raped. They're going to be put to death by these savages out here, these monsters out here, man. Because when it's all said and done, when it gets really bad, there's the morals, all the nice, all the friendliness is out the window. It's fight or flight. It is, I want what you got, and that means women too. That means women are going to be a substance. Women are going to be food, damn near. Sex slaves, all of that, man. Edomites, women who dressed scantily clad, you Jake women. It's going to be bad for you, man. I'm going to continue with this video. So lock it real quick. Let me get one. Because all this freedom people have right now, it's going to be something that they wish they had to go out. This is 2nd Ezra 15:17. Is this what I wanted? Yeah, 2nd Ezra 15:17. And it reads, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able so. Right now, you can go on a road trip, you can travel, you can do the things of that nature, but when the time comes, you're not going to be able to move. There's going to be a point where you can't come out your house and you're going to get shot dead. Like that female, that young lady who ran out the house. In the future, in future, real soon, the streets are going to be uh, controlled by from troops, UN troops, international troops here in America. So if you do come out your house when you're not supposed to, you're just gonna die. They're gonna take you out, and you're just gonna get a headshot, and that's it. And they're gonna leave you in the streets, or they're gonna take you and cast you out, or carry you away somewhere in a FEMA camp. I'm gonna continue. And look at Jake's simple ass, man. Not quite. I want to get this because this is how it's gonna be when the family word kicks in, man. When the family word kicks in, they're gonna be. I'm gonna get it. This is Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord God. I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. And pretty much, the Lord is saying here that you had all this time to seek the prophets out and seek this word, and get the breakdowns of the Negroes, Latino, Native Americans of the scriptures, or your nationality, the name of the Lord. But when we aren't out and we aren't ready, available, the Lord's gonna click it in your mind, have it click that you need to get the truth. You need to get the name of the Lord. But you're gonna try to come find us, whether it be at our campsite or whatever, our homes, our house. You're gonna try to call us up, but you're not gonna be able to find us. Y'all gonna be running around crazy looking for us. Like I say, from sea to sea, from north to east, looking crazy because you wanted to be settled on your lease, you know. Really quick, I want to get Ecclesiasticus 13:4 because they're in the hospital, right? They're taking care of patients who have these symptoms of radio active poisoning. But that's kind of now with the coronavirus. Okay, the need for healthcare workers are because it was sent out on March 31st. They sent it out. They said urgent. It was a emergency alert. They said um, state medical licensed medical healthcare workers to sign up at illinoishelp.net. And so basically everybody's seen that. Everybody's seen that got to their phone. So they want the workers who have a license to come to these hospitals and help these cases, the coronavirus, these patients. And these doctors, man, are getting the virus because they're quote unquote doing the right thing or stopping the curve. You know, I would say fuck that. If I was a nurse or if I was a worker, I'll keep my ass at home, man. You know, it said everybody they're urging them to, you know, and you know that's how it is with because cases are climbing up. There's like 500 cases a day in certain spots, you know, and deaths aren't as high, but the cases um, are increasing heavy, man. I don't know what that was. Oh, Ecclesiasticus 13:4, and it reads, "If thou be for his profit, he will use thee, but if thou hast nothing, he will forsake thee." So, if you have something that this devil wants or devil needs, he wants you to come work, you know, come to the hospital, come to the Mercy Hospital or Barnes Jewish, and you know, help these damn coronavirus victims. You know, that's his profit. You know, he seemed like he's doing the right thing to fight this invisible monster. You know, but if he don't need you, he gonna forsake you. So, man, this devil is an opportunist. This devil is a snake. You know, fuck it. Let him, you know, let him die, man. Let him eat cake, like the scripture, like the saying is. Fuck it. Let him eat cake. He created this shit. Let him deal with it. You know. You heard that? He said, you know, have you heard of firing squads? They're shooting people. They're shooting people, man. You know, they're gonna really have those firing squads. People think, no, that's martial law. They would never do that. Not my government. No, that's coming, man. Just wait on it. I'm gonna rewind it a little bit. You know, so there it is, man. Hey, not only you have to worry about the government and the police, and well, police not gonna be a non-factor really, but you got to worry about these militia groups. You come in their area, their vicinity, they're gonna straight up kill you if you're not the kind, if you're not who deemed to be somebody that gain access. They're just going to kill you. And, you know, they're gonna slaughter you, man. This is Second Ezra's not ended on this. You know, this is real. This is what's really gonna happen. And we've been telling you about this, on the apostle, from the apostle and the elders on down of Great Millstone. This is 2nd Ezra 16:70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. So, us, me and this really hell that's coming, this insurrection, like the scriptures say, is for this people, this world, who've been living in their lives without care. And we're hoping not to be around when these race wars not to be in the midst of these race wars, man. We don't want to be when these niggas get loose. They release these niggas from prison. And when these serial killers get loose, these deviants get loose. When the people just turn wild, turn wicked, we don't want to be in that. So we're praying, having faith, praying for faith, and praying for mercy and coverage for that day, man. Now we are going to go through some things. Have to go out and fend for ourselves, go in the woods or whatever. But for the most part, the Lord's gonna have that protection for us through the Spirit, man. Gonna have food for us, have water for us. Now we're gonna go through days without it, things of that nature. But it gets deep. It's going to get deep, man. Like, we can break this down, further. But I guess for time's sake, and but I did want to bring this out. That's all I had on that. Well, this is an edifying video, to the elect, because that's all we're worried about right now is the elect of Yahweh Shem Shai, Great Millstone, because the Great Millstones are mainly ones teaching the truth for the most part. Give all praise to Yahweh Shem Shai.